Good God. Dying, chat. Okay. Let's dive in here. Man, I am lagging. Good Lord. I think it's because I have like no battery. Let me check my activity here. Make sure something's not going too crazy. Classic OBS. Okay, that's nothing too crazy. What up, Rond? Good morning, pal. How you doing, dude? All right. Oh yeah, we were getting into retries yesterday. What else were we getting into here? Could be better. I can't get Tailwind to work with Astro and Emacs. Just the LSP server is not working, or you can't get it like to build at all. I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain. I was up super freaking late, but I knew that was gonna happen. I accidentally drank a cup of coffee at 3:30 yesterday when I thought it was like 1 or still noon, and it kept me up till like 2 a.m. All right, I wanted to go look at, where was that at? That was this retry policy. Try into is what I wanted to fix. What's up, John? Build is fine. Any type of IntelliSense doesn't work. Are you using actually, I think I might know what the problem is. Let me go see my Tailwind config quick. I think you might have to give it file paths. Oh, just kidding. At some point, I remember I had to do some real weird stuff with configuring the LSP server for different file extensions when I was working in ReasonML. It's third day of work. I'm actually already. Oh no, John. Oh no, what happened? Hold on, chat. They use Effector.js. I don't even know what Effector.js is. All right, let's see what effector.js. Welcome to effector. Okay, so this is a front-end framework. Oh, I actually like the Elm architecture. But I can't even like find. All right, so we got a create event, create store. I see. I see. I could probably use this and like it, but I would need to set it up and make sure that there's some guide rails. All right, what can we close out here? I actually kind of want to keep all of this open. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Check the Moto example. Can you link me it? I just closed all that stuff. All right. And then this needs to take. Don't we need to do that? Oh no, we already did the take. This should be just try into. Why is that upset? It's gonna return the same thing. Do I need to do that? No. I don't understand how this is really I don't want to unwrap, but whatever. It's so weird that wrapping that function works. All right, let me go look at this thing. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, I think this is probably a little overkill. Like, this seems dumb. Well, actually, I don't really know what's happening there. Yeah, I don't... This sucks. This also sucks, but... Yeah, that's kind of rough. Sorry about it. You gotta be the change you want to see in the world. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a okay pattern to do, so we're gonna go over here. Is this idiomatic in Rust? Yeah, you're right, ChatGPT. I forgot to paste. It's mostly... It's not expensive to clone. I guess it's really not that expensive to clone. Oh, do I... Let's see here. Wait, what? Dude, my mouse is like struggling. Oh, shoot. Okay, yep, 1 second. Let's see here. Really? Mm-hmm. All right, so that's back. All right, the music should be back. Okay, yeah, we should be hopefully better there. How is a duration sex use 64 nanoseconds? So this should be pretty easy to, we'll just implement clone on there. We'll come down here, get rid of that. But do we really want to Oh, this is where it would want me to clone, right? Or I would have to do like a deref. So I would need to do what is it? The double colons, and then it's like this. If I could ever get it. Is that not the syntax? Oh, that can be dereferenced. That would consume the retry policy. Is that what we want? How can I, what is, that's what I want though. I want to consume it. Why is this not okay to consume? Wait, what's the difference between copy and clone? Difference between copy and clone. Okay. Okay, cool. That makes sense. It feels like I should just be able to come over here and do a try into, and that like should work. I'm a little bit confused why. All right, where's the bottom error message? The question mark operation implicitly performs a conversion. Yeah, I guess I just have to do this here. So we'll say let strategy equals self dot retry policy, and then we'll do dot try into, and we'll unwrap with the bind operator, and then in here we'll add in the strategy. This music is so loud in my ears right now. There we go. Is this using, this should be using my result. Can I not do something like this? Where it's like, method takes 0 generic arguments. Okay, great. Okay, we just need to annotate that type there. Okay. I might just make a type alias for that. Pub type, what do we call this? We'll call this a strategy. Can I just alias Winnie? Sorry, chat. So I should be able to note that as a strategy then. Yeah. And down here I can start saying that these return strategies. I don't need this anymore. And we can go ahead and take this and say this returns a strategy. See you, John. Good luck. All right, so add that type back in, and that should be happy then. Yep. Okay, so then in here, do I need to, how does this retry stuff work? 2, 3. All right, we need to go look at the retry docs. Tokyo retry. Action is just some result that traits. It's just a future with an output generic that equals a result. Should be fine. All right, well, let's say we come in here and we do this. I really don't understand why this doesn't work. Goes by, and I ain't getting high. I wonder why don't I? We'll just say okay. Async closures are unstable. Okay, so we just flip that and then we put an async block over here, right? That's the way around that I've learned. So then technically I should be able to come like in here. Let's just comment that out. We'll try retry and we'll do spawn. In fact, that's perfect. So what, do I have to refer to this as a action? Winnie. So what if we said this is a Paste that in there. Uncomment that. Yeah. What a priv. That's like the exact function I want. All right, so where does this take a generic that I'm obviously not? Takes a T. That's fine. I can't give it a IA. Can I give this a generic? And then this would be a error. Is that kosher? No. Email ID is not an iterator. Is that how I do this? Value moved into closure. So I'm probably gonna have to put I guess I could make a no, it needs a yeah, that's okay. Okay, I'm going to go ask ChatGPT for help. And we're going to go see what this says. The diagnostics are yoink. Paste that in. And yoink. See what it says. So I guess I just have to let's try that. I might need a RC here. We'll find out. So let's say we have resend, which is going to be a borrow of self.resend. And I really don't need to clone the email. Like I am okay with moving it. All right, let's see here. Then we can get rid of this, and that'll become the top one. Let's just call this, I want to see if this works. All right, so we do need to clone that. Is there, clone the value. Is there any other way to do this? Hi, bad cop. Okay, no, I guess it makes sense that we have to do this clone. Because we could... Yeah, whatever, this is fine. I wonder if... Is there any way else to do this? And then we go to here. Is that happy? So what is this? It's a function that returns an output to unit. That shouldn't be a unit. It should be a function once to, yeah, that's what we want. I'd be afraid to pair program. You'd make me write bash, and I'm not ready to face the music that I don't know bash at all. Dude, what is happening? My freaking mouse is going nutty. Just gonna turn it off quick and back on. PJ, your tweet was hilarious. Where was it? I was dying laughing this morning. Why is my cursor... Oh, great. Now my Chrome has the bug where it doesn't fix the pointer never comes back. What is happening? There we go. Where was it? Not this one. It was... I had to have liked it. Right here. This was so fucking funny. I need to retweet this. Yeah, we're still working on the job queue. We're implementing retry and error handling stuff on the email stuff here. I mean, I guess I could just take this, right, and do this in line. All right, we just could come in here and make this. Then we don't need to do that. Where did I do this? There's no email copy. That gets that. Where's our error now? Self.resend. Yeah, that's fine. We can comment that out. Why is the formatting so garbage here? Hold on. HODL. All right, we need to undo. I don't know how I fracked this up so bad. All right, so I really just want to copy this block and I want to move it inside of this closure. So we open this, we paste that, delete that, come down here, we give this, okay, that has the semicolon on it. This now just gets email. This block of code is, I'm just going to add a to-do down here. And then, yo, this song goes hard. We don't need that. We get rid of this. A lifetime 2. Where's the lifetime from? I spent the last 5 minutes trying to decode the TS code snippet you sent. Think I got it. Yeah, dude. It is, I can show you what it's for. Where do I have that repo? Where the hell is that? I think I can get to it. I just need to... actually, no, I can't get to it. I don't have my YubiKey downstairs. But it basically, like, it's kind of like pattern matching against types, or destructuring types, but I match against, I assert that the parameters of a function in Axios matches, or is at least a subtype of the type I said, and then I use the infer keyword to basically destructure or pull the type out. Kind of. All right, how do I fix this? Lifetime may not live long enough. Closure implements function. Contains a lifetime 2. So that must be the... Shouldn't move take ownership of input? To force the async block to take ownership of that, blah, 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 use the move keyword. I literally did use the move keyword. Where do you want move? I'm moving input. Yeah, those are derived macros. Do I just say move here? Is that what I do? Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Hold on. Lifetime tick1 represents the closure's body. Return type of the closure contains a lifetime 2. Okay, so now that's the only problem there. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that's fine. I get it. You're going to be just unit, comma, unit for a second. All right, now we've got more errors again. Lifetime may not live long enough. Oh, this right here. Is that the problem? No. All right, let's figure out, I want to figure out what is outliving what here. So I don't use the input anywhere else. So let's just say this is gonna return that. And we can get rid of that. And then let's go update the return type up here to be a unit. You can go audit the code, Priv. I promise. It's legit. All right, I'm gonna take this and we're going to ask ChatGPT again, see if we can get some helpful stuff here. And then the diagnostic is G, paste that in there. The capture references moved references from the environment. Rust needs to ensure that these references, yeah. However, Rust is concerned about lifetimes. Yeah. Clone resend. Okay, we could put it in an arc. I'm okay with putting that in an arc, actually. And now we can do clone. There's a trick you can do, but I don't remember if it'll work, as I've written below. Have a closure that looks like move. Inputs to closure. Let's send her email. Okay, let me... I need to look at, that's okay, Lev. I was able to read it. All right, so let's, oh, will that work? Huh, that's cool. But I'd rather be explicit. All right, so let's go and remove the arc first. And let's undo that. And we're gonna try to do down here. And that is a borrow. All right, so if it works, we're going to have a closure that looks like this. So let inputs closure. I'm just going to say closure is equal to a move of that, oops, that, and then let sender email equals input dot sender email. All right, let's think about this. All right, I need to scroll back up. Let's just say call closure, right? And let's comment that. All right. So now what happens if I take this block and move that into here? That's happy. It's weird formatting, but we can, that's really weird formatting. Let's take that and move that over. And whatever, that's good enough. Yeah. Okay, so we move into there. We get the email. And then Winnie Marie. So where's that second closure go? No, only references will be moved. Wait, how does that work? Right, let input, that does a copy, I guess. Even though I'm using it directly down here, the variables inside the closure. And then you're suggesting we have an async block down here. Or does that need to be in another closure? Async move. Yeah, okay, so we got that. Okay. So now does this is returned, and we should see that this is a, yeah, okay. So if we call that action, and we take, now it's going to be retry, and it'll be spawn, strategy, action. Do I have more down? Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, so required, the trait bound closure at source / email action is not satisfied to implement action. That's just, we end up with the same error. What up, Purplish? You're writing some Gleam, Priv. What do you think of Gleam? Resend. I think email will have to be cloned either way, but I'm not sure right now. Try to compile. All right. The trait function mute is not implemented, which is required by so do I just have to do that? No. An action comes from here. As a future, an item, and a run, which takes a mutable reference to self and produces a future. So I like need to say that this is, all right, what's it think to, like this should be, I grab this, yoink that, can I say that this is equal to this, but rather than, whoops. Impl, can I find trait? Impl trait is not allowed in the type of variable bindings. Can I say din? Okay, let's just go back to oh wait, why do I have that equal? Oh, that equals, yeah, I see. All right, hold on. Let me go read the docs. Let's go read the frickin' manual. Right, I see it's function once, meaning it you have to implement the trait action on the struct. On which struct? Like, what happens if I do okay, so that's I got rid of the signature. Nope, you're all good. Let's see here. Let's go to the documentation. How do I get the source? Is there a link to the GitHub from here? God, why is it's feeling so laggy? All right, if I comment this back out again, do we get happy? Still no. Right, because it wants a type annotation, which is fine. We can give it that. Okay. So right now, what is the type being inferred as? It's being inferred as this right now. So let's put that there. That's what it's being inferred as. And it's fine and happy to do that. Now let's say let's just say we want a print line in here on our resend. Format, right. What is it, question mark? and then we do a comma, and we'll do resend. All right, so we're still happy there. Let's see if we can do input here. What happens if we use these down in this block? Yeah. That makes sense. But now what if we instead, and we move this up here, make this block, the whole block async. Okay. So it's not happy there. If I get rid of, is it happy? Closure implements of references to captured. So I guess we just put resend in a arc, right? Might even be fine in an RC. I don't know. All right, so we put it into that, and then we can do a clone, right? Why is that upset now? If I do that, it yells at me about async closures are unstable. Lifetime may not live long enough. All right, so what happens if I put it in a arc instead of a... Sorry, that song was like making me like anxious there. All right, so we clearly have some stuff to learn about how move and all this stuff works here. Let's just go ahead and restart the LSP to make sure that it's not super upset. Okay, so that was part of our problem. I wonder how much of the LSP, God. How much of that was the LSP and how much of that was actual skill issues? Okay, we're just gonna do an LSP restart again to make sure. All right. All right, let's go back to doing an RC or an arc. Actually, I think I'm still skill issuing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, because I'm trying to understand what this is telling me. If I call action, what happens if I just call action? And what is the type? Okay, so that's happy now. What if we do this? You're watching it in real time, Ozzy. And what is our type right now? Impl function. Okay. And now what happens if we pass it into you? Everything's happy still. If you find me an icon, Kraut, I'll add it. Or yeah. No, this is good, chat. I like struggling on problems like this because I'm not gonna really stop messing with this until I understand what's going on. And the deepest learning happens when you struggle real hard with something. Rust or Postgres? What kind of a question is that? It's cross post. Yes. All right, let's say we then take this and we move you, put you down here. Okay, so far so good. We've got our email. Now let's add the annoying ass giant blocks of text here. We should really make a function that generates that, but you know what? All right, we're still good there. Svelte, yeah, I really like Svelte. We're using Svelte 5 priv. So yeah, so I don't think I would have liked Svelte before 5. I don't like some of like the semantics and how the compiler works and some of the syntax of Svelte 4 and earlier, but Svelte 5, I think they freaking nailed it. choose one. Let's see here. Ooh. Yeah, dude, that's the one. Can I sign in here? Let's just authorize everything. How do I turn on, how do I do 7 TV emotes? How do I turn this on? I thought I had done this before, but I apparently don't. Do I need a browser extension? Let me find out what. I thought I had something. I have Better TV. Isn't that the one though? Like, isn't Better TTV like the one? I'm like, all right, all right, all right. Use this, then enable be the plugin system. All right, so just yeeting everything into my Chrome. All right, we have it. How do I do this thing? Manage extension. Now go to a Twitch tab. Okay. Left side. And then you turn on those. Okay, so does that mean I can remove that other extension? You go into the 7 TV emote settings too and enable live refresh. Yeah, okay. So I can get rid of this. Okay, so I did all this. When you say now just add the emotes and you can use them, does that mean you guys can use it in my chat, or like I don't quite understand what that fully means. If that makes sense. So what do I do to add it? How do I do the thing? Am I blind? Do I just create an emote set? Boom. Bone zone. Use emote. Click. Is that all I gotta do? Is there like a missing? This is so bad. This UX is terrible. Okay. How do I, what if I want to disable it? There we go. Wait, I don't see it on this screen. Do I need to refresh? Why? ¿Por qué? What else do I have to do here? I've now been nerd sniped into emotes. Do I have to do something on Twitch? Oh, wait. I see it now. You guys now see it? Yeah? Can I set this up so mods can add stuff? Oh, we gotta have Crab Brave. So is that, do I set that in my extension then? Or do I set that in 7tv.app? No, on the website for the emotes. I am here. Capacity, assign to channels. Add editor. Yeah. Okay, add editor. Okay. We're gonna add Nightshade. Nightshade, dude. Dude, this site is, what is happening? Come on, Nightshade. Dr. Love Wizard. Is this just like a broken site? Kraut, are you logged in? I feel like this is just broken. Can I just go to BBTV2 and do that? God, what is it? BTTV. And can I should be able to add emotes this way too, right? Like that extension should manage everything. All right. All right. Hold on. Editors. This is so much nicer. All right. So we're adding Nightshade. Add. Nightshade, dude. We're gonna add kraut. Add. We're going to add Dr. Love Wizard. All right, you guys are now the meme lords. Priv, you can get in here too. Nightshade collects moderator ships like Infinity Stones. To redeem emotes through channel points. That's kind of sick. Add better TV. We'll say this is just going to cost whatever, 2,500. Save. Bots, emotes. So I have some of these here, right? Like I should be able to do like nodders, right? All right. All right. Now we're talking. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now that the Twitch streamer has learned how to use Twitch, we can continue on our way on skill issuing with Rust. That was quite the rabbit hole. Okay. That's super useful. I'm gonna throw my mug on the charger quick, chat. Ciao, Winnie. Chat, I almost just accidentally grabbed a freaking IPA. That would have been a bit of a wild morning. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So we have this closure that moves ownership of the things in here, and we clone input, and then we do an async block where we move send email away. Okay. Actually, Dr. Love Wizard is the person who I drank an IPA with for the first time. He introduced me to IPAs. It was by the Ska Brewing Company, Modus Operandi, and I still fucking love that beer. I'm all in on sours now. I freaking love sours. Okay. Yep, okay. We're gonna... Didn't I clone that? Oh wait, this is working. Wait, this is working. Maybe. I have to return this. So let's see if that destroys it. Okay, this seems to have worked. Yeah. So the fix was really just cloning resend or putting it in an arc. Sorry, chat. Justine just got home. What are you up to? I am up to writing some Rust. Back to GitHub. TM Lev. I want to make sure I'm following you. Lev is the freaking goat. Sponsoring. Sorry, chat. The barking will be over in a second. Let me check my notifications too quick. My one of my coworkers, Elliot, he changed his GitHub handle. He's on the Svelte core team, and he's on. He also works on the lifecycle team at Vercel. And this is exactly the character limit for GitHub URLs, and it makes so many things wonky all over the place. Like any tool that integrates with GitHub, when it goes to show his name, it just like breaks styling everywhere. It's so funny.
I'm guessing he didn't eat based on how he's running around.
No, he has not eaten.
Okay.
Bodhi, you want your... Is it time, Bodhi? Oh, it's time. You want your puppy chow.
Are you ready?
Come here.
Breakfast? Go ahead.
You want your puppy chow, huh?
Do you want food?
Oh, you're so excited. Is it breakfast time? Is it breakfast time? So dramatic. Wait, Sentient. Wait, hold on. Sentient, are you... Were you the person that was from Mansfield, Sentient?
What?
Jason, there was some random person on stream one time, and I was talking about like my college apartment, and I pulled up like Google Maps to show my apartment in Mansfield, and some person in chat was like, I went to Mansfield. And I was like, what? I grew up in York, PA, Sentient. You might have already knew that. Shut up, Priv. No babies, Nightshade, but the wedding is October 11th of next year.
You're not invited. You didn't hear me.
You said Nightshade's not invited, I think.
I said, and you're not invited.
Sorry, Nightshade. But yeah, I recommend having really long names on GitHub because it's fucking hilarious.
Where did I put your scoop, guys? I don't know where your food scoop is.
Okay, well, we got this working. And now up here, this is going to return a result of a email ID rather than a unit. So then we come down here and let this equal that. And let's do a to-do. I want to await this. And I want to see what type we get here. It's going to be a result. Yeah. So we should actually be able to just return that. Right? Okay, there we go.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Do you have any cash?
I don't think so. My wallet is... I have no idea where my wallet is.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I have cash though. If I do, it's minimal. Why? Is this for cleaners?
That's for the contractor. He's gonna come by at some point today.
Oh. Which contractor? The one that did the roof?
Yeah.
Are you not going to be here?
Just in case I'm in a meeting or something.
How much did we pay for that?
I showed you.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. Jesus, I feel like a drug dealer right now.
That's how I felt. It was very satisfying just throwing a fat stack down. Being like,
I grabbed a IPA by accident when I first went in the fridge.
are you awake?
Priv said, "Hey, Justine, you and I need a word."
Okay.
He said, "You stole my man."
Get over it.
Here, come camera. I can't see you.
I'll fight somebody for him. Stole.
Stole.
Stole. I think I could win. Maybe Nightshade does get invited. Nightshade collecting mods, collecting wedding
So does
invites.
this actually need to be in an arc then?
Stop stole. Hey Nightshade, one-on-one. Wait, who are you fighting first? Me or Nightshade?
Because the resend thing is an arc under the covers. That's right. Basically everything on there is super cheap to copy.
To what? I don't need Nightshade. Oh, I'm basically two people. Okay.
Yeah, Priv's like a giant.
I think I can still manage.
We got new emojis in chat.
What is that? Amazing. Damn it, Nightshade.
All right, so we have the verification email sending.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, so this looks pretty good here. We figured out how to do retries, which is cool. We should test this too here. Can I run cargo format? Is that a thing I can do? Cargo format. Okay. Stoled. It's stoled. All right, so let's make sure this runs still. So we have our handler. I don't think I did anything with this thing yet. We have our job. This is not open source, no. This is for some client work that the code has to say private. You can screenshot the code all you want, but can I do this? No, we tried that yesterday. Right, that's fine. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's go to main.
No.
Oh yeah, I think I wanted to clean this part up.
I forgot.
Yeah, very much like OCaml. If it compiles, it works. That's one thing I loved about working in OCaml was like, if it compiles, you're good to go. You mean like that? Oh no! RIP. It's the funniest thing. All right, so we get this, and we were looking at building this handler thing the other day. And really this should have a email client. Where do we make the email client? Because I want to do some, let's think about the API I want right here. So I want to do something like in here, let's just say we have a handler. Let's toggle diagnostics. And we'll come in here and we want something like, I don't know if that needs an arc. We have this handler, and this will be like handler. Let's just say it's something like this, and that gets an email client and a DB, right? So we have our handler, and then we just do we would want to do something like in here, paste that in and do handler.handle, and then this would just get the job ID, right? That's kind of what I want to do. We use migrations via Gen for our team projects. And now this new dude who joined the data team have removed a constraint in our database. Ooh, Jesus. You may want to smoke. Okay, so let's aim for doing that. So this gets a, this doesn't need a resend. This needs an email client. And that'll be a email client. No, that's not right. All right, I need to turn on diagnostics again. Do that, come down here, that becomes email client. That should work there. Great. Let's add our deriving macros. Add debug to start. Okay, we have that and that. That looks good. And let's go say impl for handler. And we're going to say we have a new pub function new. That's going to take a pool, which will be our PG pool. And we're going to take ownership of an email client, which will be a email client. And this is going to return self. And we'll just say handler. Yep, okay. And then we want a handle function. I bought a nice espresso. I am just starting to get into espresso a little bit, and I need to order a mocha pot. I really like this drink that it's espresso, oat milk, and agave nectar. So freaking good. Say pub function handle, and handle is going to take a job ID, which will be a stir, and we're going to return a results of something. Let's see here. This needs to come in from the prelude. So let's just say use create prelude, and we'll just bring everything in. Okay. I don't think handle needs to do anything. Get yourself a bottomless portafilter. Portafilter. Well, that's not what I wanted. Just search Google. I use a AeroPress most mornings for my my coffee. When are we going to write some real no standard code? Never. Pub async function. Okay, so this then is basically this function, right? So we can call this db. In fact, we can just call this db. And then down here, we can basically just do the same thing, right? Like this is like the same function we need. We get our job. And we don't need to unwrap here, because that will be that. Oh, wait, that's not. What is DB? Ah, I create a query. Wait, did I put that in the prelude? That's not in the prelude. How did that come from the prelude? Oh, no, it didn't. That's just weird syntax. Where did I put that? I want to go, that's in job. So we'll say this is job query. How do I refer to that? It's literally right there. I don't understand. I also brew upside down. Generate tradable, no. You need to add a deriving macro. I don't know how to accept that suggestion. A field by that name exists in self. Right. Right. So this needs to take a query, which we don't need that then. Use create job. And then I should be able to do job query, right? Same thing here. All right, that was chaos. Okay. We'll just call this job DB. Whatever, do that. And now down here, we should be able to do this, and this will be self. This needs to take a reference to self, right? And then we get that. That's async. And what are you upset about? Nope, that's all good. So now we have our job. Okay, there we go. Now we're rolling. Mm-hmm. So we can basically copy this. Come put this in here. So we get colon, and we want the job out of there. Okay. An enum with a similar name exists. Failed to resolve. Okay. I mean, I guess we can just make that query, right? We'll say this will be job query, and then we'll bring in query as job query. Yeah, that's how we'll do that. And then we can do to that, and this will be job query. Do that. And down here, this will be self. And we need to bring you in. Okay, so we have this result future, and then we're going to select on it, right? Because we have to race it. Dylan, it's that time of year. Check DM, by the way. What? Where am I checking DMs? Discord. Oh, okay. Nice. I actually don't like pumpkin that much, gonna be honest. All right. Let's make this a little bit more readable here. And we'll add a new scope. And we'll take that down, we'll do this, put that in there. We don't need that comma. And I want to yoink you. Yoink, throw you there, and say this is let email is going to equal that. Put that there. Changing that to be just email. There we go. Nice. This is looking good, chat. So then down here, we were going to do the same thing. Yoink this, throw that there. And we need a self. Same deal. Self. Bring in duration. I love that durations are built into the standard library. We probably need Tokyo time, right? Is that what we used up here? Yeah, Tokyo time. Okay, so we can probably make this full screen. What does this return? It's a unit. Can Tokyo select remove or return anything other than a unit? Additionally, a single optional else branch. Macro aggregates all expressions and runs them concurrently. Additionally, each branch may include an Okay. Like, what happens if I did like, I'm betting if I do like a unit here. Yeah. Yeah, all the match arms have to have the same type. Right. Cool. Okay. So we want to build try using Tokyo time timeout. All right, let's check that then. I have the Tokyo stuff over here, spawning shared state, topics, API documentation, modules, time. Join. Functions, timeout. That's not what we wanted, right? Timeout, there we go. Takes a duration and a future. Okay, so I should be able to do let underscore equals Tokyo time timeout. And this duration is going to be a duration from sex 3 sexes. And the future will be the result future. And I need to await that, I'm assuming. And this is going to be a future, right? So we need to pull it. Have Tokyo's runtime. Do that. Assign that to that. Now we get a result of a result. How do I flatten that? I see. So we want to match on okay, right? And this will have our value, exactly as you said. And then we want error. And we can get rid of you, right? Yo, I love Mambo sauce. Mambo sauce is so good. So if we get our email ID, that's going to retry already. we're going to come in here and we're going to say self.db dot complete job. What up, Costa? That should be job. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That could just be the job ID. Job ID. Whoa, what the frack was that? Do that, and we'll do the same thing down. Okay. Yeah. And that will cause errors back in our handler, right? Because now this just takes the job ID. Yeah. Okay. And this is going to, what does this return? This is going to return another result, right? If I looked at the type of this, what does it think this is? Result of job error. Which I guess we could go here, right? And I don't know what's more idiomatic. Okay, that answers that. what do we want to do if the database writes fail? Do we want to crash? Gotcha. That makes sense. I guess we can just bubble the error. What does Tokyo Spawn expect as its why is this method defined here? What does that mean? Oh, I still have stuff going in main. Let's go update main quick. Because now we can use our handler, right? We can come in here and do, I don't even think we need to do that. And we don't need to wrap this in an arc anymore. And we can say let handler equals handler new. Yep. And down here, we can get rid of this. In fact, I can go here and do what I did before. Isn't that a result? Wrap that in an arc. And then down here, we use this. Handler. Let handler equals handler.clone. Yeah. Then we can delete everything down here. If I change my team URL in Vercel, do I need to redeploy everything in order for the URL to update? That is a good question. Let me see if I can, what can I break to test this? Here, we'll try it. I should know this because my team owns this. Okay, so we want to, if I change my team URL. So you're saying if you were like in here, let me, so you're saying if we went into settings on your team, are you talking about this URL? Or are you talking about I want to go back up a level. Like this one and this one. Let's find out. So if we change this to, can I do that? That's probably not going to work because, yeah, that's my, what do we want to call this? DM and Mulroy. Let's just say, I don't know. We'll do that. All right, so I just changed it. So then I have some projects. We can look at this one. It should, you probably do have to redeploy, right? Because that domain is pegged to the old ones. Yes. So now if I do a redeploy, yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I don't even remember what this was before. Let's just say projects. My favorite Linux distro is probably Pop OS. And if we go back, let me redeploy this again. So if we go to our token switcher and we do a redeploy. Whoops. Wait, where's my redeploy button? Yeah, create deployment. So now if we go back, we should see, yeah. Yep, so I'll just take a redeployment. That's interesting that that got double logged there. Okay, so here we're looking and we've got our handler wrapped in an arc. We've got that. We handle. Okay, this ain't too shabby. I'm digging this. Oh, this. Now let's figure out what we want to do here. Oh yeah, I was going to look at what Tokyo's spawn. That's going to be a future, right? It's a join thing, which I can get that out by joining. I suppose we just end up adding a level logger. Does anyone know what a good level logger for Rust is? I'm gonna go take a leak quick. I'll be right back, chat. I said the best way to probably get a hold of me is DMing me on Discord or Twitter. But also feel free to. I can't be muted anymore. There's no way. I just turned it off. Yeah, I see my mic going. Um, or just feel free to keep asking. I'm totally fine with. I'm totally fine with that. Don't mind at all. Stoled. I got stoled. Someone stole my mic, yeah. I do that. All right, so what do we need to do next? We want to add the logger. So Love recommended tracing. Let's go look at the tracing crate. Oh, that's probably searching. Yeah. Tracing is a very, yep. Spans. I don't know if I need spans yet. That's a bit overkill. I just want a level logger. Cargo tracing. Tracing subscriber registry with tracing subscriber from default env, error layer with tracing tree init. It's tracing info, tracing error. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hierarchical layer targets 2. What? All right. What? How did I get into a freaking man page? When the free tier got migrated to use Teams, deployment URL still works. E.g., the old URL equals project-username.vercel.app and new URL is project team name.vercel. Is there a possibility to redirect the old one to the new one? You also need it. Okay. Let me look again at that. That was what you're talking about, Vafi, was like a giant migration. It was like one of the first things I worked on. Like we migrated millions of accounts from personal accounts to Teams. I don't know if I have a. Let's see here. So let's just say it was, might be able to use domains. Vercel project fetcher dash. This probably wasn't around before the North Star migration. Yeah, you should be able to do it just like that. See if that works for you. Because now I should be able to click that, yeah, and it redirects. North Star was like the internal project name for migrating users from user accounts to hobby teams. I'm gonna blur my screen quick so I can update my .m file. Export Rust log. Yeah, no problem, Vafi. If you get caught on anything, you're literally asking the right person about this stuff because it's our team. I gotta check. I think the outage, it was supposed to be published on the day we had that global outage last week. So I don't know if it's got around to being published yet. I can show you guys a draft at least. Okay, we should be good now. If I do echo, was it $Rust log info? There we go. No, yeah, I know that's what you're talking about, Priv. It was supposed to be published last week, but it was supposed to be published on the day that we had the global outage. So that took all of the company's attention, and I don't know if our team got around to republishing it yet. Let me go grab Perry and Ricky. Where's the link? It should be there. I guess I can do this. Is the URL broken? Oh, I think I might need my toolbar logged in. Let me try going back now. There we go. Yeah, it's still in a draft. That's okay. That was all fine to see on screen. It was all password manager stuff. So here is the article. I guess they're working on Vercel toolbar is amazing. I don't know if you guys, anyone on Vercel, if you're not using the toolbar, it is so freaking good for collabing on stuff like this. It's amazing. But yeah, we can read through this quick. It's a short one. I don't think this is what the title will end up being. But so how our team at Vercel used the AI SDK to improve our domain registry experience for international domains. Let me make this bigger. Wrong direction. So Recently, there was an issue affecting our customers when trying to purchase a domain containing non-English characters. This problem became apparent when these domain purchases consistently failed, creating a significant roadblock for users wanting to expand their online presence with internationalized domain names or IDNs. The bug background. The root of the problem was the encoding process. Domains with non-English characters are encoded in Punycode format. This encoding allows for a wide range of international characters to be represented using the limited character set of the ASCII standard. However, when we sent these encoded domains to our domain registrar, OpenSRS, we encountered a cryptic error message that gave little indication of the underlying issue. Here's a good example of what a Punycode encoded domain looks like. So if you had this domain that had various non-English characters in it, it gets encoded to a string like this that contains all ASCII characters. Through a deep dive into the OpenSRS documentation, we discovered, this was ridiculous too. I only found the underlying problem to this because I ended up in like Appendix C of like the SOAP API's documentation. We discovered that purchasing a Punycode domain requires an associated language code. Although our system had a placeholder for this language code, it was left as optional and consequently was not being utilized. This omission was the crux of our issue. The next challenge was determining the correct language for each domain. Initially, we attempted to use Google's Common Language Detector 2, a library designed to detect the language of text. Unfortunately, the domain names were too short for CLD2 to accurately determine the language. AI, our most valuable player. To overcome this, we turned to the Vercel AI SDK. The AI SDK is our open source toolkit designed to simplify the integration and deployment of AI models and applications. The unified interface lets you work with various AI models and providers so you can seamlessly switch between them with minimal code changes. First, we chose a method. We went with generate text because we needed a singular text output in the form of a 3-character language code. Since this process isn't interactive, meaning there's no back and forth with the user, there's no need to use stream text. We didn't need generate object either, which uses Zod schemas to give you structured data because our use case isn't complex enough to require object generation. With the AI SDK, we can easily test our different models and look for the best accuracy with a large enough context window for us to pass in the list of language codes we want the model to choose from. This led us to GPT-4o from OpenAI. GPT-4o was able to determine the appropriate language code for each domain. The results were remarkable. The AI successfully identified the correct language codes, even for the shortest and most complex domain names. So this is like actually code I wrote, and that is in Vercel's codebase. So we decode our Punycode domain to Unicode. So we convert it back into the characters that you would see like right here. So we go from this value to this value. And then we check to make sure that the encoded domain does not equal the decoded domain. Because if that is the case, that means it's all English characters and we can save a call to OpenAI. Then we call generate text. We use the OpenAI GPT-4o model. And we say your job is to determine the language and subsequently the language code for domains as part of the registration process. You will only respond with a valid language code which will be provided to you and not other text. If you cannot determine the language, return the word unknown. If there are multiple potential language codes, use the most popular. That is the code for the most spoken language. Determine the language code for the language in the following domain. The language codes you have to choose from are the following. We rigorously tested the solution provided by GPT-4o on previously failed domain purchases. So my intern and I went back and we tested this on the past 2 months of failed Punycode purchases, and we ended up with a 100% success rate in classifying the correct language. Encouraged by these results, we deployed the solution to production. Since then, we've had numerous successful Punycode purchases, making a significant improvement in our system user experience. Leveraging AI in every development process. Turning to AI to solve complex problems is becoming second nature thanks to the AI SDK. Our system correctly handles puny code domains with the appropriate language codes. We removed a significant barrier for our international users and enhanced the overall functionality of our platform. So yeah, that was how I used AI to actually solve a problem. I recently tried to buy a puny code. Yeah. Yep. And like, so I work on a team called the Lifecycle team, and I'm on like a sub team inside Lifecycle, and this is I just started this like a week or two ago. I'm just gonna switch this to just chatting. Um, so I basically lead the domains team right now, and domains is our oldest product. There's like literally code in our domains um, portion of our applications that is like 7 or 8 years old, still in plain JavaScript files and like written by Guillermo like 8 years ago. Um, so I am working on improving that, getting some better telemetry and error handling around domains, making some better back office tools for our customer support teams to manage them, and then looking to improve the product overall. Not legacy code, but founder code. It's definitely legacy code. 8 years old code still running today is like wild. Um, I have a couple goals I'd like to do with domains. One, I want to. My end goal is basically to make Vercel like the best place for developers to buy domains and integrate it way more tightly into our existing product lines. And yeah, and I've got a bunch of cool ideas around that I can't share yet, but I gotta stabilize the system and get better telemetry, and then we can think about reworking them and what it means to have a domain on Vercel and all that. Vercel's not evil. Vercel's actually awesome. I love working with all of my coworkers at Vercel. I get to work with some of the most talented devs like on the planet. I have no control over this, but I would also like to drive down the cost of our domains. But that is a conversation that will have to come later. Because like if you think about it, right, like domains are like one of our executives had a great line on domains. They're like a core primitive, like an atom of the web, and like that's so much part of like Vercel's ethos that like they should have a more significant role in our platform rather than just like this one-off product for purchasing and handling DNS and stuff. So yeah, if you guys have cool ideas for domain stuff, or if you have complaints about the current domain stuff on Vercel, please let me know. I would love any and all feedback. Rewrite everything. I am working on rewriting our OpenSRS client right now. OpenSRS is our basically like registrar provider that we use, and they use a SOAP API. So bad. Let's see here. OpenSRS API. And right now, the way we do that is, I don't know if you guys know what Cheerio is in the Node world, but Cheerio is basically a server-side implementation of jQuery, and we're using Cheerio to parse the returned XML as if it were DOM nodes. It's It's an interesting choice. So I've been working on getting a solid XML parser written and actually modeling out this API. They have like this weird message protocol here. I realize I'm not sharing my screen either. Can I press that button? There we go. Nice. So if we look at sending requests, oh, did they update this? They literally just updated this last night or this morning. What? Okay, well, we're just going to look at 1.0 because that's what I've been looking at. Where can I do like an example? Request format. Bro, what? Oh, this is the email. Or no. Get domain. What? What? Now I'm confused. It does say email. Am I just at the wrong place? All right, hold on. I'm now like convinced that I'm going crazy. I think it's because it was, yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Here we go. This is the right thing. So if we look at, this is the document type definition. And I translated this to TypeScript, and I used a XML parser to be able to translate this back and forth. And like requests look like this. And responses look like this. So before we were basically using jQuery to parse this, and now I have like an actual fast XML parser. But yeah, so working on this basically all day today. All right, chat, it is time to wrap up. It's 10 o'clock. Appreciate all of you. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's go ahead and raid Teej. See you, chat. Have a great Wednesday. Happy hump day, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow doing more Rust.